Yep.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about business for a little bit here.
Yeah.
So your special area of expertise is obviously affiliate marketing.
Yep.
Can you just take a couple minutes to explain to listeners exactly what is affiliate marketing and sort of the forms that it takes for somebody who's not as familiar with that?
Yeah. I mean, affiliate marketing's been around for 10,000 years in some way, shape, or form. Really what we did, if you go back I always just imagine, there's two Roman dudes. I don't know ancient Roman names. Sisyphus is one of them. We'll say Claudius. We'll just make up two names,
Okay. Yeah.
And they're talking to each other, and Sisyphus says to Claudius, "Hey, you know a good place to eat? I sure do. Let me introduce you to the restaurant owner." And the restaurant owner looks at Claudius and says, and I'm getting my names mixed up. Maybe I started off with one of them saying something, whatever. Looks at him and gives him a wink. And that wink says, you know what? When you come here next week, your meal's on me.
Mm-hmm.
That's affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
It's product recommendation. It's referral marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And so all we did about 30 years ago was add technology to it.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, affiliate marketing's only been around for 27 years. No, that's when the first online affiliate program, was created by Amazon. The concept has been around since the dawn of man. Just because it's not in the Bible doesn't mean affiliate marketing didn't exist back with the ancient Israelites. It probably did. It's just not in there.
Yeah, it's like if you send somebody to my fruit stand and they buy something, I might throw you an apple or whatever as a thank you.
So,
right? Yeah.
At its simplest form, that's all it is. It is recommending products that like, and trust to other people who need them. Now, the more, I wouldn't say complicated, but nuanced version of that is if you have a platform, you're any type of influencer, and if you have 10 people who follow you, you are an influencer.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be, Kim Kardashian or have 1 million Instagram followers to be, in my opinion, to be an influencer. If you influence people, and if people are subscribed to you, if they're on your email list, they see you as an expert. That can be tough for people to wrap their heads around sometimes. They see you as an expert. They follow you. They trust your recommendations. And so the thing is, in my world, in the online marketing world, it's, okay, what tools are you using? Hey, what microphone are you using, Brandon, to record this podcast? What pop filter do you have there? What microphone stand do you have? What headphones are you using? What software are you using? I mean, right there, I just thought of 5 things that just, there might not even be your thing. You don't, like, as far as I remember, you're not like a podcast coach, but people still look to you for the tools that you're using. So what emails, software, what email system do you use? How did you build your website? What are your favorite plugins? What are your favorite tools? What are your favorite landing page builders? What's your favorite shopping cart? What's your favorite affiliate tracking? What's your favorite, people ask me, literally not a week goes by, Matt, your videos look great. How'd you build your studio? For one, we built it ourselves. Okay, but the big thing is, why it looks so good? This is, by the way, not my studio, just for the record. For those of you watching, this is my office because we're having internet issues in the studio. But I have a lighting kit that I recommend. And I have a $150 lighting kit and a $2,000 lighting kit that I recommend. What tripod do you use? What, stand do you use? Think about it. You just go on and on. You start thinking, okay, what are people asking me? What do I use for this? What do I use for this? What do I use for this? And then you create, in the simplest form, we call a resources page. If you want to see an example, you can go to mattmcwilliams.com, click on resources at the top. That'll take you to my resources page, and you can see how we lay it out. Later on, we'll talk about it, and there's a guide that we put together that we can talk about if you want, Brandon, where we can actually show people how to create a resources page. Mm-hmm. And that, in and of itself, that page on my website brings in more than $10,000 a month.
Wow.
Doing nothing but passively saying, and just for the record, it brought in $10,000 a month when I had just a few thousand people on my website.
Okay.
It brought in considerably more than $1 per subscriber per month from that page. So don't think, I only have 500 people. Okay, well then you can make, $800 a month from this page, $600 a month from this page, and it'll scale as you scale your audience. Because there's always going to be people asking, what do you use for? What do you use for this? What do you use for that? And they go to this page and there's product recommendations there. It's totally passive income because the most engaged I am in promoting that page, aside of just mentioning it just now, is when somebody emails and say, hey, Matt, what do you use for such and such? My assistant replies back and says, hey, if you go to mattmcwilliams.com/toolbox, there's all of Matt's recommended tools there, and you can check them out. And then sure enough, 48 hours later, we have a commission for, a lighting kit on Amazon, or we have a commission for a course that we recommend, or a software as a service that we recommend, or something like that.
Yep. So you mentioned it's passive, and that is true after the fact that you put in some upfront work. You have to obviously think about it, from your perspective, like you and I are talking about. We're geeks and we have equipment. Like we're using cameras and mics and all the stuff you mentioned, right? Other people are into cosmetics or what have you, and their friends are always asking, what rouge do you use, or where do you get your clothes, blah blah blah.
Gardening tools do you use? Yeah. What yoga mat do you use? What weighted, I'm just looking around outside, what weighted vest do you use? What medicine ball do you use? I mean, what golf clubs? How do you change your grips? All these things. Like,
yes,
every industry has tools and services, and even if it's not tools and services, it's, hey, Matt, how did you get so good at YouTube? Well, I took this course.
This course, and you're going to be an affiliate for that. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. So the cool thing about that, Matt, is anybody can do this, and I think people don't realize that. One very obvious place to start is Amazon.com. Everybody goes there, you buy stuff, but there's a button that you can look for and become an affiliate, which means that, again, if I want to tell you to buy this particular microphone, I can link it to Amazon. If anybody goes there and buys it, that I'll get a percentage, right? Now, what's also cool, and tell me if I'm wrong, but with Amazon, there's a little window of time. If you click my link and you go check around on Amazon, even if you don't buy the microphone, if you buy other stuff within a certain window of time, and it's like, I don't know, a day, 24 hours or something, I'll get a percentage of your whole cart, right? That's correct?
Oh, yeah. We've sold grills and big screen TVs and stuff, and stuff that we didn't even legitimately earn. Just for the record, I mean, Amazon for us is an affiliate of Last Resort.
Okay, because it's gone down.
The advantage
too, right?
of Amazon is on some categories. It's actually not nearly as bad as people said it was. At least for us, it doesn't affect us at all, because it's like outdoor equipment and stuff like that. I mean, it might cost us like $10 a year.
Okay.
But it's an affiliate of Last Resort. However, the advantages are, number one, everybody already trusts Amazon. Something like 200 million Americans have an Amazon account. So let's just take my microphones, and it's called an ATR 2100 by Audio-Technica.
Yeah, that's a great one.
If you're not in the podcasting space, you've never heard of Audio-Technica. You've never heard of, what is this, a spaceship, ATR 2100? And if I say go to Audio, I don't even know what their website is, but go to, audiotechnica.com/Matt. It's like, I got to enter my credit card. Are these people based in like Russia? Are they going to steal my car? Like, I don't know, right? If you go to Amazon, it's like, boom, click, done.
Yes.
Like, I mean, I can't remember the last time I even like entered anything into. It's when we got a new card. About once every 3 years, I have to go to Amazon, and I'm so like, oh my gosh, it's 21st century. I mean, they just can't like guess my card number. I'm like, so first world problem, right? Like I have to go type in the numbers. You don't even know how to do that anymore. And, but you type it in once every 3 years, you just go click buy. And it's super easy. In fact, for us, the hardest part is remembering to buy stuff through the business card or the personal card.
Sure.
So we finally got to the point where my account is the business account. My wife's account is the personal account. If we want anything personally, I say, hey, sweetheart, can you buy this? If we want anything business, she asks me to buy it. Like the only way we could remember to keep, those things apart. But that's the advantage. It's easy. It's trustworthy. The conversions are high because, again, most people are just going to go click buy.
Yes.
They're going to take a quick, $50. Cool. That's good. Click buy. And like I said, you'll get an extra bump when they, because Amazon, as much as I can say, buy this mic, this stand, this pop filter, and the little foamy things that, I've got one of the little, I don't know if it's probably not, but I've got one, the windscreen. That's what it's called. Yeah. I've got the windscreen for all the wind in my office and studio, right? But it kind of like, you probably can't even hear there's a dehumidifier running. It probably doesn't even pick up. That's the windscreen. And so I can recommend, that's 4 things that add up to about $125 roughly. As much as I can say that, they might not remember. And here's the cool thing. Amazon says people who bought this also bought, and then, there we are. We're good to go, right?
Yes.
You can create little packages and stuff like that where they like buy a bundle on Amazon. We haven't done that because it's just too much work and I don't feel like doing it. So there are advantages to Amazon. The downside is while Audio-Technica might pay a 10% commission, Amazon's paying 3 to 6%.
Mm-hmm. So
you make less money, but again, for most what we would call commoditized products, if you're recommending, microphones or a garden trowel or garden gloves or workout gloves or whatever the case may be, they're very commoditized products. You know how I picked the workout gloves that I just got the other day? I literally went, those are 10, those are 27. I'm getting the $10 ones, right? Because it doesn't look like there's that much of a difference, like to my naked eye, and I'm not the expert. So I just got the $10 kind. In that world, the advantages or the disadvantages to the lower commissions on Amazon are about nullified by the higher commissions and the fact that you make money on, additional purchase. And there's literally nobody on earth, no business in the history of mankind better at upsells than Amazon.
Right.
I can't remember the last time that I went there and at least didn't consider purchasing something I had no intention of buying. It is like, and it's not like the gum in the aisle either. The grocery stores, that's their margin, is like when you buy the gum for 84 cents, right? Amazon, you buy a $60 mic, they're selling you another $70 worth of stuff.
Yeah.
It's genius. And so, as low as the commissions are, it's close to nullifying. That said, if I can do something direct with the merchant, I usually do something direct with the merchant if the commissions are high enough.
Sure. So what we've been talking about for the last few minutes is the sort of, like you said, old school affiliate marketing, lower cost items. You're referring stuff to other people, your friends, family, people you work with, whomever. They're clicking a link, they're going through, and you're getting a commission. But one of the things you started moving into years ago was the bigger ticket stuff, where, for example, let's just use Tony Robbins as an example, or Ray Edwards, one of your clients who is a copywriter. He teaches people how to write content that sells stuff, right? And so typically a Ray Edwards will create a course, let's say, and that online course might be $1,500. And usually, what you've probably seen this in your inbox, you start getting a series of emails from somebody that like, and trust saying, hey, you need to learn how to write better copy if you're ever going to sell stuff online. And my friend Ray Edwards has got a free webinar you need to go check out on Tuesday where he's going to give you 5 tips on how to write better headlines, right? You get in the funnel, you start going through the process, and then a week later, oh, wow, Ray's selling a course. Now, if people buy a product at that level, typically the seller will give you like 50%, right?
40 or 50% in digital courses. I mean,
yeah. So in that case, like if I'm if I'm an affiliate and Ray sells something through my link, I might make $500, right? That's a hell of a lot better than Amazon. So talk about what at what point did you go from the little, hey, selling stuff on Amazon affiliates or Commission Junction or some of these other markets to going, wow, there's bigger bucks to be being made with doing these affiliate partnerships?
Personally, I went straight into courses.
Okay.
I didn't do much in the small stuff world. That's just the easiest way to jump in. And so
you were selling your own courses earlier? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I got into the affiliate marketing world running our own affiliate program, back in 2005. But yeah, I mean, to your point, I mean, when you're talking products that have lower cost of goods, and so I'll actually walk you through, like when we're working with our clients on setting up an affiliate program, how do you determine your commission? The number one determining factor is cost of goods. It's cost of goods and incremental costs, such as like if you have a really high touch program, and so every 100 students you need to hire a coach. That coach is an incremental cost. Like for instance, recording the course, editing the course, producing the course, I don't count that as a cost.
Okay.
You are going to pay. Our last course cost us about $8,000, $9,000 to produce. I would have paid that if I sold none or if I sold 1,000.
Right.
So that's not a cost of goods. Cost of goods is, shipping. Cost of goods is the actual cost of a physical product. The shoes cost $40. Okay. That's a cost of goods. Things like that are certainly the number one factor. But yeah, typically in digital course world, the incremental costs and the cost of goods are almost nothing.
Right.
When I think of our course, we actually just count, we just say our cost of goods is zero. Yes, my team spends time, but we have a support person that, any individual course takes up 4% of his time.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a small, sure, I could assign that and say, okay, 4% into, 72,000. I don't even know. We'll just call it $3,000. And I could say, well, $3,000 and we sell, 200 units. What are we talking? Like $1, $15 a person? Like, is that even worth, calculating on a $1,000 course? Mm-hmm. So we just go with kind of industry standard and pay a 40% commission. So yeah, typically with digital courses, you're looking at anywhere from 30 to 50%. The high end is going to be people who are, maybe have literally no cost of goods. It's a more hands-off course. The lower is going to be, my friend Josh Turner has a course called the Appointment Generator. And when you sign up, you also get a coach. And there's a lot that he's invested in. A lot of
hand-holding,
students' success and a lot of hand-holding. Stu McLaren's Tribe course, for example, it's 40%. Why would it not be 50? In part because when they go through that, I think it's a 12-week program. We'll call it a 10-week program. He's live with that group for like an hour and a half every single day, Monday through Friday. So his involvement is significant. For me to say, you can keep another 10% to kind of account for the fact that you're busting your butt for 10 weeks, to help students succeed, I think is pretty fair.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So there's certainly, again, it's just like anything. The benefit is those commissions are substantial. $798.80 is 40%, by the way, of a $997 course or a $1,997 course, meaning $1,997. I know that because I look at that number all day long.
Right.
$798.80. The benefit, of course, is that we'll just call that $800. The fastest way to make $10,000 is sell 13 $800 things. That's
sure.
very fast, as opposed to how many microphones do I have to sell? I don't even know.
A lot, yeah.
Especially at 4.5%. It's just an astronomical amount. The downside, of course, is that you're probably only going to sell about 13. Versus more commoditized products.
Let me ask you this. So I've participated on some of yours, and so when you run these programs, number one, how did you get involved? What was your first big marquee client, you would say, and how did that come about?
First big marquee client was Jeff Goins.
Jeff is, by the way, a writer, right? He's in, I think, Nashville, Tennessee. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. And he teaches people how to write.
I guess you could, he is in Franklin. You could say marquee client. I worked with Shutterfly and Adidas and some other companies, of course.
Right.
I got into it in 2005. I still remember the day. It was a Friday before Memorial Day, 2005. I'm sitting in the CEO's office, company we had started in the insurance business. We were completely out of money. We had $5,000 left. We'd blown half our marketing budget on stupid stuff that didn't convert. And we needed something. We needed a solution. And I looked at him. I was like, hey, I just heard of these people called affiliates. It's like, for a company in our position, it's great because you get to make the money before you spend it. By the way, try going to do that with any other form of advertising. Mm-hmm. Zuckerberg wants your money before you make a dime, right. Suckers. The same with Google, same with LinkedIn, same with Instagram. They all want your money before you make money. But I was like, wait, we can make money before we spend it. We don't have to pay for impressions. We don't pay for clicks. We don't pay for leads. We pay for sales. This is too good to be true. I spent 18 hours. I literally spent like 54 hours It was Memorial Day weekend. On Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I was in the office. I'd go home, take a nap, come back, just trying to figure out how to find affiliates. Started reaching out to affiliates. By Monday afternoon, we had our first affiliate. I still remember his name. His name was Brandon Young. Hi, Matt. It's Brandon. He'd call me up.
That's funny. Not this Brandon, but that's
no. He was from. Excuse me. I'm having some allergies with my eyes here. He's from, at least he was at the time. He's from Western North Carolina, like the mountains in North Carolina. Hey, Matt, it's Brandon. And his small affiliate made about $200 the first month, $300 the second. By a few months later, he's making $1,000 a month. We started just picking up affiliates left, right, grew up. 18 months later, we had a $12.5 million affiliate program.
Wow.
So that was my genesis. That's how I got into the world. And then, first client, Jeff Goins, and I can tell you how I got that because it's exactly what we teach. One of the ways we teach, if you want to find affiliates, if you want to actually get out there and, find affiliates to help you promote your courses, your products, whatever you're selling, because there's literally no better way to grow for all the reasons I just suggested. You don't have to pay anything unless you make anything. You pay after you make something. Typically, we pay our affiliates on the first day of the following, month after return period. So we allow for the return period. And so that means if you sell something on June 15th, the return period's 30 days. That's July 15th. They're getting paid August 1st. That's net 45.
Mm-hmm.
It's net, like, depending upon what the month is, it's about net 30 to 45 on average, And so it's great when you're starting a business. You can actually see some profit for a little bit of time. Yes, you got to account for that money. It's some of it, a percentage of it's going back out. But it's infinitely scalable. Don't worry about targeting because your affiliates do this. So all these reasons that affiliate marketing or having an affiliate program is beneficial. And so I was working with, or I was promoting Michael Hyatt as an affiliate. And I was working with Shutterfly and Adidas at the time. Again, high profile in the sense of, they're massively publicly traded company or massive publicly traded companies. They're great to work with, but they're also very corporate and kind of annoyed the crap out of me, to be honest. And that's not a knock on them. They're just
the way it is. Yeah.
And so promoted Michael Hyatt. I think I was like the number 5 affiliate, for him. I beat Jeff by a spot. And I did exactly what we teach for anyone who's looking to grow their affiliate program. I responded to the email that the affiliate manager sent out for Michael at that time. Michael eventually became a client and we ran his affiliate programs. But at this time, I was just an affiliate. And I can tell you how we got that deal later. And I reached out to all the top affiliates and I said, hey, great job promoting, great job promoting, great job promoting, that's all I said. I didn't say, and by the way, if you ever want to be an affiliate for me or anything, I didn't do any of that. And Jeff responded to that email because he saw it because it was a reply to the email that was sent out by the affiliate manager. I just changed the to field to his email. He replied and said, do you have time to talk tomorrow?
Wow.
I said, sure do. Talked to him the next day. He said, hey, I've got this book coming out called The Art of Work. I knew all about it because I think it's chapter 11 or 13 is all about me. And he's like, can you run the launch for that?
So let me get this right.
So, I said, yep.
Yeah. So you and Jeff were both promoting an offer from Michael Hyatt, another big name internet promoter type of person, productivity expert in Tennessee, right? Jeff actually beat you out.
No, I beat him.
Okay, you beat him. But basically, you guys both sold a bunch of product on behalf of Michael Hyatt. But then Jeff still reached out to you. So,
I reached out to him.
But you reached out. Yeah,
he
but
said,
then
you have time to talk tomorrow.
Yeah, but that's interesting because if he's kind of neck and neck with you, you would almost think, well, Jeff knows what he's doing. He's got a big list and he made some money. But
he just didn't know this world.
Yeah, I mean, so that's the
it's kind of like and it's kind of like anybody, you meet someone who's really good at golf, and I grew up, I played college golf and professional golf for a while. I suck at tennis, I'm terrible at tennis. I don't even know how to play it. I'm terrible at racquetball. And it's like just because he knew the things that he knew didn't mean he knows how to grow an affiliate program and how to get affiliates to promote his book, which is a beast in and of itself. And so, I told him yes. And I remember we had this conversation, probably about sometime in the first week, and he's like, his last book had sold about 4,000 copies. That's great, awesome. Most people will never do that, just for the record. 99.9% of books will never sell anywhere close to that many. And he's like, so I need to tell the publisher how many books, to expect. And I was like, well, I'm looking at the math on this. I was like, and also I'm pretty confident. I said, tell them 15,000. He's like, I cannot tell them 15,000. He's like, thinking like, is it going to be 7, 8, or maybe 10? Like, no. Like, it's going to be 15,000 at least.
Wow.
He's like, I can't do that. And I said, okay, dude, I'm just going to level with you. You need to go to them and tell them 15,000, or I'm not working with you.
Wow.
Because I need you in. Like, I need you all in. We're going to make this happen. Long story short is we sold 22,000 books.
Oh, wow, nice.
22,000, not plus by now. We had 22,000 pre-orders.
Yeah, so
of the book. And, of course, we did that. That's what led to working with Ray Edwards.
I mean, and I have, again, been part of some of these launches with you, which is a lot of fun to see the behind the scenes, because tell us how much lead time goes into something like that. If Jeff's writing a book, for example, it's months of effort before leading up to that, right? Before everybody starts getting
the publisher, it's 18 months.
Yeah.
But, for a digital course launch, typically it's about 8 to 9 months.
Wow,
the very simple reason for that is with affiliates, so for instance, if you reach out to us, we actually got an email the other day from somebody I love. I mean, I appreciate this person. I would love to promote them. And they said, hey, our launch is coming up in November. Can you support? I'm like, nope. There's no possible way. Our calendar is full. We're not even the most super organized, company in terms of promo calendars. And yet our calendar of, so we're recording this on, in July 2020, of the next 12 months, 10 of them were booked.
Wow.
We only have 2 gaps in there, and, we haven't filled those with something yet. I mean, that's just the way big time, it's the way businesses operate. That's the way we are. We're already looking, who's got their launch coming up next March that we want to support. And so if somebody reaches out to us new, the odds are we're not going to have a spot for them right now. But if you reach out, we found that the reason I say 9 months is if I tell somebody you really need to start reaching out a year in advance, they're like, oh, that's too intimidating. Oh my gosh, I can't do that. If I tell them 6 months, they're going to start getting into that inside of 2, that's 2 quarters. 6 months is literally, if you look at the way most people plan, they plan about 2 quarters ahead. And so that's right around the 6-month mark. 9 months is kind of that like in between part where you tend to get people who haven't quite planned out that far. There'll be some outliers like us, we're and a few others that I know who plan, a good year in advance. But yeah, I mean, you want to go at least 9 months out. Now the key here is, so you go 9 months out and you reach out to us and say, I'm not looking at our content calendar, but odds are, well, I already know in March we're booked. We have an internal promotion. That's 9 months from now. You reach out and say, can you promote me in March? And I say no. Most people go, oh, okay, bye. No, the question is, hey, how about the following March? How about September? We have another thing coming up in September. How about that? Next September of that's, 15, 16 months in advance?
Yeah.
But you just booked somebody. I mean, I've just told you we finished 5th place in Michael's. We actually finished 4th place the following year and 3rd place the following year. We've won affiliate competitions. We just had one of our best affiliate promotions ever. We sold almost $200,000 worth of, someone's course. You book me 15 months from now, it's better than not booking me at all.
Sure.
Okay, so March never works, and that's always when our launch is. Apparently, we always launch at the same time as you, Matt. Can we do something evergreen? Can we do a webinar together in the fall? Can we, you just start to look for solutions instead of just, oh, okay, well, that doesn't work for you, bye.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about this real quick. I want you to tell people where they can go. Like, let's say if somebody like myself is interested in getting involved and being an affiliate for one of these big names, right? Yeah. Anybody can do this. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And, I've made sometimes several $100s or whatever. And I've been on your leaderboards a few times, which is always fun to see. Like, wow, it's fun. But so how do you vet, or if somebody like myself wants to find out, hey, I want to sell, I'm an influencer, I feel like, and I could tell people to go buy Michael Hyatt's course or Jeff Goings or whomever. How do they get involved with you and get on the list?
I mean, the simplest way, let's just talk about us, but like the simplest way to find affiliate programs is just to Google them. You literally okay, you want to be an affiliate for, I'm just looking for something here. You want to be an affiliate for, I don't know if they have one, but Dell. So go look up Dell Computers affiliate program. Mm-hmm. And it might say there is not one. Well, then one of the things that we'll talk about, I've got a template. We're going to have a page for your listeners, Brandon. And one of the downloads, our quick start guide is called Affiliate Freedom. It's a quick start guide to affiliate marketing. There's a template in there to what to do if they don't have an affiliate program. Okay. But if you Google, Adidas, like, wow, I have a running blog and I love the whatever shoes, the Adidas, I can't name a single other than the soccer shoes. The only shoes I can name are soccer shoes. So I don't even know. So we'll go with that. You got a soccer blog and you want to promote the Copas, you Google Adidas affiliate program and it'll pull right up and you click on it and you join. For some of the bigger ones, you join, you Google their names and you join. As far as us, if you go to mattmcwilliams.com/GFL, then we've got 3 things on there. When you join my list, we will let you know about affiliate opportunities. That is something that we do as often as we can. We let you know about some upcoming affiliate opportunities. It's not just our clients, but it's also people that we know, like, and trust. There are people in the industry that we don't run their program, but maybe we're affiliates for them. And we're like, oh my gosh, they have like a great affiliate program. I mentioned Josh Turner earlier. Our friends Jason and Cecilia Hilke and Skip Foster's company. Like they're great affiliate programs. Like, in part because some of them, we taught them. But yeah, sure. So if you go to mattmcwilliams.com/GFL, I've got 2 things on there. Number one, or 3 things actually. I've got we're going to put that together here for your audience. We've got our quick start guide to affiliate marketing. So it's called Affiliate Freedom. It's just like okay, I've never done affiliate marketing. How do I get started like now? What are my first 5 steps is literally what it is. It's super easy. You can get started in just a matter of hours. Secondly, if you're looking to find affiliates, if you want to grow an affiliate program, we've got our first 100 affiliates report. Got 15 places in there where you can find affiliates, how to reach out to affiliates. We got some email templates that you can use to reach out to prospective affiliates, including that email template that I used to get Jeff Goings to reply that turned him into a client, that made us a lot of money. Yes. And then we were talking about resources pages earlier. One of the things we would access on there is the resources page guide. So basically, it just walks you through how to set up a resources page. It's even got a link. If you happen to use Lead Pages, it's got a link to the template that we use to set it up. So it makes it super easy. Shows you what you want to include, what you don't want to do, common mistakes, basically how to set it up, how to structure it. Got like a couple of reviews in there of other people's resources pages where we, say like, here's what they need to change and what they, all that stuff. So, and all that's at mattmcwilliams.com/GFL for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Matt, any parting words of wisdom? We've been talking to Matt McWilliams of Matt McWilliams Consulting, like you said, all about affiliate marketing. If somebody, like myself, for example, participates on a launch, a lot of times, look, why don't we end on this? Like, I often think, I don't really have a shot. When those emails start going out at 6 a.m. on November 5th or whatever, I know like I'm going to be so far down the chain. I don't feel like there's a shot for me. But then all of a sudden I start getting emails going, hey, you've made a sale or 2. I'm like, cool. So how can the little underdog compete against people with these lists of 50,000 people?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a whole podcast series that we did a while back. I mean, it was like, a podcast we have. So I'll put it this way. When you go to mattmcwilliams.com and look up, I'm saying look it up myself here. I think it's mattmcwilliams.com/small list. And
yes, I have a small list, people.
so small list. I'm going to double check. Okay.
All right.
No, that's not it. That's a great blog post though.
Yeah.
But if you just go to mattmcwilliams.com and there's a search bar in the upper right. Search Ultimate Guide Small List. We have literally, it's called the Ultimate Guide to Monetizing a Small Email List. And we did, no exaggeration, man, there's like 10 hours of free training on there.
Okay. That's perfect. Thank you.
Facebook Lives, podcasts, all that stuff. Here's, you said parting words. Here's what I will end on. Number one, there's no better way to start monetizing than affiliate marketing. It's not creating your own product or offering your own service when you're first starting out. Really, that's a terrible time to start because that could take you. It took me like a year and a half to get 1,000 subscribers. I listened to those gurus. I waited 3 years to start monetizing, and I almost quit. I almost quit because it's frustrating. I've been blogging at 5 o'clock. I'm hustling. I'm spending 2.5 hours a day, waking up in the morning, doing it at night, sneaking in a few minutes here and there in the afternoon. I'm active on social media. I'm growing my email list. I'm doing all the site, 3,000 people on my email list, doing all the right stuff. Spending $500 a month on hosting and a virtual assistant to help and all that stuff. Didn't make a dime. Now you can do the math on that. I'm now $18,000 in the hole.
Ouch.
And my wife was super supportive, but you know how I viewed myself as like, it was like I had a really expensive hobby.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have a business. I had a really expensive hobby. So number one, best way to monetize start. Number two, start sooner than you think. Number three thing I would share is just like, if you're interested in starting an affiliate program, and if you're not interested, you should be, because again, there's no faster or better way to grow your sales, to grow your company in the least risky possible way. Like we run Facebook ads. We spend thousands of dollars on Facebook ads a week. I love Facebook ads. You know what? They're not profitable when you start them. Mm-hmm. It took us about 4 months to get them profitable. Most companies don't have 4 months of, thousands of dollars a week.
Sure.
We did at that time, And so, get you an affiliate program started and then set up that resources page, because it's literally a page. I think I wrote in the guide, so I might be wrong, but I feel like it was about 12 hours. I spent about 12 hours setting up 3 pages so there's a resources page, a recommended reading page, and a products page. I spent about 12 hours setting it up one time. We've probably spent 90 minutes over the past 3 years updating it, and it's brought in $300,000 to $500,000, somewhere in that range.
Damn. All right. Yeah. Well, you're my inspiration, so thank you. And hopefully other people are going to be inspired as well. And again, go back and listen to the other show with Matt too. You're always a font of knowledge, my friend, and I appreciate you so much for all you do. And also, every one of these launches is a master class in how to do this type of marketing, because all the information you just hand out to people like myself who are participating, you give us swipe copy, you give us graphics, you give us tips and tricks on how, where and when and how to post. I mean, it can't be any easier, right? So thank you so much. Again, Matt McWilliams, go check him out, mattmcwilliams.com/GFL. And you get all the resources he just mentioned. Matt, salute, my friend. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast once again, and wish you all the best on everything you got going on.
Thank you, brother.